Everybody, it's Michelle here, and I am here to say hi and to get to chat with you guys a little bit about Fast Forward. It's our membership for musicians that we started 2 years ago now, and today is the last day to get in for our lowest price. So I thought I would come on here. A bunch of you have been asking questions about what it is, what you get, and why should you join. So that's what I'm here to do. Great. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to say hi. If you leave a comment while you're watching the live, you will get a free replay of our highest workshop. It's called How to Build Your Own Fan Base. You can insert the word audience if you're a classical musician and you don't like thinking that you have fans. But if you do not like to think that you have fans, then I would encourage you to talk to me, because when I started seeing myself as someone that has fans, literally changed everything. Changes how I show up on stage. It changes how I talk to people after the concerts. It changes my relationship. And it's definitely gotten me more performing opportunities, which is something that a lot of you want. So drop a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from. But first of all, what is Fast Forward? It's our membership for musicians. So this is our community program. We do 2 calls per month. One is with Deanna in the States, American time zones, and one is with me in a European time zone. So we try to cover everyone. And what we do is we just get on there and we talk. We talk about real life. We do a lot of coaching exercises, which is where you get to sit and dig deep on where are you headed with your career? What are you working on? What do you want to be working on? And are you doing it? And I think for me, it was so crucial to have something like this, because for a long time, I was running and going really fast and not actually sure I was getting anywhere. So you can get so busy with your schedule, going to the next thing, that until you actually stop and reflect and say, where's my time going and where's my energy going? You need to keep doing the same things over and over again. But actually there can be much better ways. So by doing things like group coaching exercises, talking to other people in the group, hearing and learning from other people's process, this is going to accelerate you and you're going to get results a lot quicker. Hi everybody who's joining. Anna and Sally, just want to say hi. Leave a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing is, somebody once told me, if you don't have time in your life to think, then you're too busy. Because again, like if you have the job that we have, probably you're a highly driven person and you're just used to crushing out the next thing on your list. But unless you're really being strategic about where is the place that you should be spending your energy, where are the places you should be spending your time, then you can risk doing the same things over and over that aren't actually getting you results. So having a concrete time in your schedule where you're going to stop and look at your schedule and make specific short-term goals, that is really going to eliminate this overthinking. We see a lot of musicians get stuck where they worry a lot about what is the right decision to make. Should I invest in this type of content platform? Should I go all in on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or my mailing list or my blog? Or should I be pitching for concerts? Or maybe there's ideas that you have that just never get off the ground because you jump too far ahead in the decision-making process and you don't just start with what is right in front of you. Because we really want to do things well. And that's a beautiful trait, but it's not very beautiful if it's working against you. So by having this concrete time, it's blocked in your schedule. You're like, this is the chance that I'm going to sit and actually look at my agenda, say, what have I been doing for the last 2 weeks? And how do I want the next 2 weeks to go? That's really what Fast Forward is for. The other big aspect of Fast Forward is the community aspect. We have 35 people in the membership now, and a lot of deep friendships have been formed through the membership, which is beautiful for us to see. We have a Slack channel, which we use for all communication, as well as there's a lot of different avenues in there. So there's things like first drafts. If you want to send a pitch to a concert promoter and you're worried about how to word it, you put your first draft in there and you ask for feedback. People share their websites that they're working on and ask for feedback. People have written other concert pitches, like I mentioned, podcast pitches, even blogs. People like to put things in there to get feedback from people, even post content posting that they put in there so that they can get our thoughts before they have to put it out for the whole wide world to see. So that really can be like a safe place for you to share content before it goes out. Another Slack channel is called Wins, where people like to share their testimonials. Right now, there's a group of people sharing a daily win, just something super small, because we're trying to train our brains to look for the positives. There's so much negativity in the world. A lot of people like to spend time and energy complaining or being negative or thinking about all the things going wrong. So we're really rewiring ourselves to look for possibilities and look for ways to celebrate the progress that you've made and continue to look for more ways for you to earn income doing things that you love. Another aspect of the Slack channels is all the meeting details are in there, all the recordings are in there. And if there's anything that you have found inspirational, people often leave things in there to encourage one another. The podcast episodes are posted in there as well. So it's really a great place to connect with other musicians and get to know one another. Definitely, I think one of the most important things is like who you choose to surround yourself with will determine the avenues that you're going to take. If you're around other musicians who are putting themselves out there, who are taking initiative, who are putting risks on the table in front of them, that they're going after things that they want, then that's going to become second nature to you too, because you literally hear and see about other people doing it. And then it doesn't seem like you're the only one sticking your neck out. A lot of times people think, I want to do this thing, but no one else does it. So I'm going to look stupid, or I'm going to be the only person being vulnerable. But if you're in a surrounded community of other people who are doing it too, then it's just going to become normal for you. And that's why it's so important that you choose who are you surrounding yourself with and who are the people who are influencing you and influencing your thinking. Because you really want to be careful that the right voices are the ones speaking to you. And that's why we love Fast Forward, because it's such a healthy community. And a lot of classical music has been tainted by toxic thinking, comparison, judgment, people gossiping, talking about each other behind their backs. And this has really prevented that. It's a safe place. It's a safe community where people really encourage and support one another. And the calls are uplifting. People are encouraged. They're inspired. They're motivated. And what else do you want than to go be around other people who are going to inspire you to pursue your goals and pursue the things that you want to do ultimately as a musician? So Deanna and I really see our jobs as mindset coaches. We help you make specific goals. We bring down all of that overwhelm, the analysis paralysis, everything is too big in our heads. Get it out on paper. Let's make a strategy. Let's make a plan for you to go after what you want. And our members are crushing it. A lot of people are getting so many great results. They're booking concerts, they're negotiating, they're getting students, creating stable income for themselves. There's been so much inconsistency with income as musicians, but by putting strategies in place and being consistent, they're able to create new income streams for themselves. One of the girls was just sharing on the call the other day that through the summer, she had stable income for the first time because she had taken steps to make things happen, which was something that she wouldn't have done without the membership. I also just wanted to read a couple testimonials from people who are in the membership because it's been so awesome to see like the actual results of the program. One of the girls wrote, I love the accountability within Fast Forward, working towards my goals and the zero judgment. We come into meetings with whatever wild ideas we've barely started formulating in our brains, and the group is willing to listen open-minded and ask questions to get clarity, as well as encourage us on our journey if we decide to pursue those projects. A lot of the discussion on the calls revolves around time management, energy management. Where should I be putting in my time and energy? What is worth working for? How do I get more concerts? How do I get more students? Many people are building up their social media presence because they're realizing they can monetize their social media by showing up online. You can create connections and relationships with people, and that's how you can start to get more opportunities of the things that you actually want. And when you have every 2 weeks a call and you know that people are going to be asking you how's this going, it is so much more motivating because then you know that you're going to have to tell everybody how it's going. So accountability is a very powerful thing, and it has helped so many of our musicians take steps on the things that really matter to them. It's also been extremely beneficial because you feel so supported by other people who are also going after the things that they want. And you learn, when you hear somebody share an idea that's going to work for you too, it eliminates, like you don't have to Google, you don't have to watch random YouTube videos. You get answers and you get specific answers because this group is classical musicians who are building their own careers. And this way you can learn what strategies are working for other people. How do other people plan their days? A lot of people have schedules where they're completely packed and they've got like 8 concerts in 5 days and then they have a week of nothing. So how do you make sure that during that week of nothing, you can recover, take care of yourself, and then prepare for the next round? Like our lives are different than normal 9-to-5s. Our lives look very different. So we can't let people who have like a quote unquote normal job come in and tell us, you know, your schedule's too busy, it's too chaotic. How are you going to make any money? All of these little doubts that can get to you when you're alone and isolated on your own. So that's why it's so important to be surrounded by people who understand you. Somebody else shared, I love the sense of community and accountability. To see others make it happen makes me motivated that I can do the same. Again, the importance of surrounding yourself with the right kind of people, because you watch other people go after their dreams and create opportunities for themselves, and then why not you? Of course you can do it too. One of the girls was saying, instead of trying to fit in to the music world and find my place, we are creating our own places. Because the system has been set up where it's saying there's only success if you are the top 1%. There's only success if you have this type of management or this type of faculty position, or you've won these competitions. But actually we're realizing that as fearless artists, we can create our own opportunities. There's an audience waiting for you wherever you are. And it doesn't only have to be digital, but you can create that within your own community. But what it takes from you is a lot of intention and a lot of you reaching out and you doing the legwork and you picking up the phone. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, or you start to overthink things, or you have doubts that come in, then you just won't take action. So that's why it's so important that you can become intentional and have that encouragement and support to make sure that you are taking the steps that will lead to the opportunities that you want. Okay, another thing I wanted to mention is what you get when you come into Fast Forward. So again, we have the 2 calls. We've got the one-on-one option. You can get in for a VIP, which means you have a one-on-one session with me or Deanna. Honestly, if I look back to my journey of building my own career, I think these one-on-one sessions are the most helpful, because it's literally where you come and unload your brain and like, here's what's going on. Here's where I'm overthinking everything. Here's where I'm missing clarity. And remember, when we have clarity, then we can take action, and action leads to results. And sometimes just talking it through with someone else, getting out of all of the cobwebs in your mind and all the things that you're worried about, and just making a clear plan, knowing that we're going to try something, we're going to be consistent, we're going to make a clear strategy that works for you, and then we're going to test, and we're going to say, where should you put your energy in, and what is worth it for you, and is there an opportunity that you haven't been taking advantage of? And many of you watching are watching, I have a little exercise for you. I want you to think of 3 opportunities that you currently have available to you right now. What are these 3 things? Is it maybe someone that you were supposed to email back that you never got back to? Is it somebody that you've been thinking of that you wanted to share an idea with that you haven't yet reached out to yet? Or maybe somebody is asking you somewhere for your headshot and bio and you haven't responded to that yet. Or maybe it's this idea for a post that you've had forever, but you started doubting if it was any good, and you listened back and then you heard that one wrong note and you're like, oh no, I can never share this, right? So what are 3 opportunities? Actually, if you put it in the chat, that would make me really happy. And then I want you to go do them. And for everybody who's not watching this live and you're watching it after, send me a DM, because whenever I do this exercise in a workshop that I give with, I've done this with actors, I've done it with singers, everybody has those things that are like just in the back of their minds that they haven't yet done yet. And they're small things that'll probably take you 15 minutes to crush it out. And then it always leads to something. A new door is going to open for you because you're taking action and initiative on these things. So tell me what those 3 things are and let me know what it is. Accountability wins. I think I've mentioned everything. We had a couple other questions. I know Teodora wanted to know exactly what you get. So yeah, we meet twice a month. We have focus sessions. These are by far the most effective way to get anything done. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a band playing directly outside my house with the drums. Okay, anyway. That's very loud. On a focus session, you come in and you decide what's the one thing you're going to accomplish in the next hour. And if I'm talking about my personal hangups, I always have like 15 tabs open and I'm trying to do too much at once. So a focus session is like, I am doing this one thing and not a single thing is going to interrupt me. No messages, no snacking, whatever it is that normally you do. Don't look at your phone. You're just going to get it done. And by doing this, Mari, one of our Fast Forward members, did all of her grant applications during our focus sessions. And she ended up getting 12,000 euros for her brass quartet by doing these grant applications. So she said without the Fast Forward membership, she would have never gotten this done. So if you're someone, and I think all of us are, that you work better when you see other people working. I know as a pianist, every time I went to school and like everyone's practicing, you just feel like, yep, now it's time for me to practice. But if you're on your own, it takes so much more energy and momentum to like build it up and stir it up and get going. Hey, Ashley, nice to see you. So what are the 3 opportunities that you have available to you right now? Write it down, get after it. Fast Forward is on today's last day to get in for $37 a month. This is like 2 coffees a month. I think it works out to €1.23 per day. And this is you investing in yourself, in your future. You're going to earn more money. You're going to get more concerts. You're going to get more students, and you're going to be surrounded by an amazing community of other musicians. If you were watching this, you get a free replay of the how to build a fan base workshop. Just send me a DM and we'll get that to you. And if you have any other questions, send us a message because we want to invite you to come check it out. Our next meeting is actually this coming Monday, so you'll have a chance immediately to come in and see how it works. And don't forget, we do have the VIP option where you can upgrade and get a one-on-one. And again, like if I look back at my personal journey, the one-on-ones have been the most effective thing because you cannot hide. You have to come in and you say, this is what's going on. And it is so easy to push things off or avoid or like just pretend that you don't have this massive elephant in the room problem. But when you're working with someone, you're like, okay, here's where I am and here's the mess and here's the process. And then slowly you can start to unravel and make a clear strategy so that you can move forward. And thanks to one-on-one coaching that I've done, I mean, I just did 5 concerts in the last 24 hours and I am standing here today living to tell the tale. And I know that past Michelle could have never pulled that off. So it's because of systems and strategies that I've put in my life where I'm in a healthy place that I can do that. I can play for all these people and then still be sharing with you about the importance of community and accountability as a musician so that you can keep going. And I rely so much on our community. I'm in constant contact with our TFA family. Hey, Josh, see, perfect example. We're always chatting, we're always sharing things, sharing memes, encouraging one another, supporting one another as you pursue this career because it's not easy and you're not supposed to do it alone. There's power in community, there's power in accountability, and so that's why we really want to invite you to join. So check out Fast Forward. There is all the information is on our website. There's 2 options, the VIP with the coaching call or just the basic version, and we want to see you inside. Oh yeah, the last question, there is no monthly commitment. So you can come in for as long as you want to, and then you don't need to commit for a certain amount of time. You can come in, try it, see if it works for you, and we would love to see you inside. So let me know if you have any more questions. I'm going to pop off and get back to the DMs, and we will see you inside Fast Forward. Today's the last day to sign up, so don't miss out. Okay, bye. Be fearless.